So I have laid out all of my pages, and I played with using this different red for shade, tint, and tone. That was my little bit of design inspiration there. You can do whatever you want. And I realized that I didn't put a cover page on the first page. So if you reserve the first page for a cover, that's great. If not, I'm just going to show you a quick way to move everything down. If I select everything, oops, I'm trying to increase, not decrease, and then I drag it down, that will work to free up the first page. I'm going to nudge it there. So the reason we want to keep everything in the order that it should be, I'm going to move this up a little, and that is, oops, there's a little extra text I got there. And then for my cover, I will just copy, paste, and I'm going to make something up. I'm going to put tint, tone, shade. I'm going to try to spell this correctly. And I am going to put my name. And I'm going to put CD 234, section B, and I will say spring 2021. I'm going to make this a little smaller. And I'm going to make it not bold. Okay, so there is a cover. All right, now the next step, if you remember reading in your instructions, you're supposed to make a PDF and it has to be less than 2 megabytes. So here I have my entire file, and I am going to save my file first. So save it as whatever title you want to give it. And this is a title for you, so something that makes sense to you. I have Project 2 Process Book. Okay. Now you're going to save as, and you are going to use the naming convention in the assignment. As a PDF. So then when I go to save, make sure you have the format changed to a PDF rather than a Illustrator file. I'm going to hit save. And now you want to make some compression adjustments here. So you want to change what was do not downsample to subsampling to, and I changed it to 100. So subsampling to 100, subsampling to 175, and compress text and line art. The other thing you want to do is these boxes that were checked, you don't need to preserve editing, you don't need to save any of those things. So if you unclick those, that will also save your file size smaller. And then I'm going to save PDF, and I can say, okay, yes, I know that's going to present that saving properly. Okay, so now I'm going to go find my file, and I have it, if I have it going into this folder. Yeah, here it is right here. So I didn't type it well, so I made a typo, so you can go and fix that right in there. Okay, then you can see my file is 25.9 megabytes. So that's too large. So this is an Adobe PDF. So you can go to Adobe Acrobat. Okay, so I'm going to open this in Adobe Acrobat. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to go up to File, Reduce File Size. And then I'm just going to reduce that. I don't need to change the title. It'll ride over your other file, which is fine. And I hit Save. I'm going to replace. And so it successfully reduced my file to 1.79 megabytes. If your file is larger than that, if you're having trouble, you can try reduce file size again. If that doesn't work, you can go back to Illustrator, and where we change it to 100 on the downsampling, you could change that to an even smaller number. So sometimes it's give and play, trying to figure out the best way to reduce your file size. Okay, so that's it.